Some frail care centres in the Eastern Cape are buckling under the pressure of the tough economic climate. Non-profit organisations rely heavily on funding from the provincial government. Now, social development in the province is pleading poverty, but hopes the new budget will help. One of the hardest hit is the Galvin Park Frail Aged Home in Gqeberha. eNCA's Ronald Masinda reports it's on the verge of actually shutting down.
Brenda Plaike says she's in the twilight years of her life and wants to enjoy the rest of her days at a place she has called home for nearly 5 years.
I was first at the Bethelsdorp Old Age Home in South Soniva. I was there for 11 years. And then I lost my one leg, amputated. And when they amputated my second leg, they couldn't have me there anymore. You know, we have to do all our own things there, cooking and everything. And we were scared I'll get burnt or anything. The social worker brought me here.
The 76-year-old is a resident at the Galvin Park Frail Aged Home. She's deeply concerned to hear that the facility that was opened in 1979 might be shutting down.
Where do I go from here? Because I have no family. I'm alone. We're only four, my mom, my dad, and my brother. My brother passed on, so I'm alone here. And I have no family visitors. You won't believe the visitors that come here. I think I must use the word adopted me. They're there for me.
The Frail Care Centre houses 100 elderly people. Over 80% of them rely on a state pension to foot their bills at the facility. However, the Frail Aged Home management says due to increasing cost of living, 6,500 rand is required to accommodate one elderly person at the facility. The Gqeberha-based NPO has since resorted to cutting down on staff as it struggles to keep up with its costs. It receives only 2,000 rand from the state for each qualifying resident.
If we don't come up with a plan for a sustainable income, for sustainability on any grounds in the future, we would then have to close because we have got 60 staff members. So our salaries are our biggest expense besides the food and the kimbies. So we will eventually, if this keeps carrying on, it will be from downsizing to closing the facility.
The Department of Social Development says its hands are tied at this stage, but it hopes to find a long-term solution to end the plight faced by these frail care institutions.
Our plan here in Nelson Mandela, we want to have a bigger space, and UTC directors indicated to us that there is a plan that they're having as Nelson Mandela of an open space that could build a bigger facility for our people. How we wish that we could have in all our regions. And I think that will be my plea when appropriating of budget comes, because we cannot run away that our old people are being targeted.
The Galvin Park Frail Aged Home management says that while the cost of living keeps rising, the subsidy allocation it receives to care for the elderly has largely remained the same amount for the past 10 years. And unless the situation changes drastically, there are fears that dozens of elderly people who don't have families to go back to could become homeless. Ronald Masinda, Gqeberha.